Shabbat Shalom. We're going to be learning inside Darkecha a parak on Shabbat Chanukah. It's known what the halacha says, that we light the candles of Shabbat after the Chanukah, after the lights of Chanukah. So what is this? The candle of Chanukah, the idea is Gilui Hashem Yitbarach b'toch haolam, revealing Hashem inside the world. In Darkecha Shabbat, the level of Shabbat, the idea is Bitul HaBriya, a nullification of the whole entire creation. And a rest from all of the actions that the creations down below could do. And an ascent to a recognition and a feeling that everything is Hashem Yitbarach. The light of Chanukah, the idea is to reveal within the physical world the reality of Hashem Yitbarach, the reality of Hashem and His unity, that Hashem is everything. So the light of Chanukah, the candles of Chanukah, the job is to reveal the light of Hashem, the presence of Hashem down here below. What is the Shekhinah? What is the presence of Hashem? It's the revelation of the godly light within the world, within the limitations of this world. That the godly light is revealed in a limited way. Only by way of limiting the light, that's the only way there could be a connection between the creations and the Creator, by way of limiting this light. Then there can be this reality, if you're able to limit the light of Hashem, there's this reality that Hashem could dwell amongst the creations. Therefore, the revelation of godly light within a garment, within something that conceals it, and within limitations, that is called Shekhinah. All of the way Hashem rules the world, and the way that He is revealed to the creations, that Hashem is revealed in a, so to say, limited way, according to the power and the ability of the creations to conceive this revelation of God. All of this is what we're talking about when we say Shekhinah. As what is Shekhinah? Shekhinah is the revelation of God in a limited way. So what is Galut Shekhinah? What does it mean when we say that the Shekhinah is in exile and that we have to rectify the Shekhinah? As long as people don't understand that Hashem is ruling the world, and they don't recognize that this is the true reality, this is a blemish, and this is the, so to say, the exile of the Shekhinah, the exile of the revelation of Hashem in the limited world. Godly light is constantly coming down and influencing the whole entire creation and giving life and existence to it. The Shekhinah is always there. The revelation of Hashem in this world is always there, and always giving over this godly light. But if a person doesn't know this and doesn't recognize it, not only do they not recognize it, there's people that know it and they go against it, and they're heretics against that. That is already now what's called an exile of the Shekhinah and pain in the Shekhinah. But when a person merits to recognize that everything that happens, Hashem is doing it, and they recognize the true reality of the Shekhinah in the world here. The Shekhinah is what's doing and what is ruling everything. Zehu tikuna v'kishuta. This is the rectification and the decoration of the Shekhinah. When you recognize the truth and you acknowledge the truth, and you know who rules the world. And we don't go after the husks, whatever is concealing the light of Hashem. We don't go after the food, so to say, but we know that the light of Hashem that's inside the food is what I'm chasing. So what's bigger than what? When we have Shabbat and Chanukah together, which we have every single year, which light is greater? So we explained already that in order to reveal the Shekhinah down here below, meaning revealing the reality of Hashem's light down below in this world, that down here below Hashem is really only the true doer, and He's the only one that's doing anything. This is a higher level to show that Hashem rules the world even down here than to elevate this world up there. And to nullify the creations. If this is the case, that revealing Hashem ruling the world down here is higher than elevating this whole entire creation up there, if that's the case, then it comes out that the level of Shabbat, so to say, which is the nullification of creation and stopping the creations from doing anything in this world, then going up to a higher level and feeling that everything Hashem does, that seems to be a lower level than the level of Chanukah. That the level of Chanukah is that we reveal how Hashem is here, down in this low world, and how even though it seems that it is concealed, it seems that we don't have the light of Hashem revealed to everybody, we reveal that within the concealment, the light of Hashem is there. This is the biggest decoration and the biggest kavod, the biggest kishud, the biggest honor to the Shekhinah. If this is the case, then why is it that we light the candles of Chanukah after the candles? Why is it that we light the candles of Shabbat after the candles of Chanukah? The first level of Shabbat is bitul pratim, the nullification of the finer details. And the explanation is, according to what the Chazal said, if the Jews would keep 2 Shabbatot, straight away we would have redemption. What does it mean, 2 Shabbatot? It's not just some number, 2, 3, 5 Shabbatot, 10 Shabbatot. The idea is actually deeper. It's the idea of the 2 levels of Shabbat. Because obviously, if it was just the number 2, and the levels of Shabbat, the light of Shabbat are equal, right, and they will keep 2, then really the night of 1 Shabbat is enough. But what's the idea of 2? It must mean the 2 levels. Madera Rishonah is, what's the first level of the light of Shabbat? Bitul nifradim, the nullification of all ideas of multiplicity and separation. La'alot la'akara kazot, to elevate ourselves to such a recognition, she'ro'eh she'rak Hashem yitbarach hu ha'metziut, you see that only Hashem is the true reality. Zeh ha'shlav harishon, this is the first integral level that a Jew must get to, kedei la'asig et haboreh, in order to understand and to attain a little bit more of the Creator. V'hu b'chinat Shabbat Rishonah. This is the first Shabbat that all the Jews need to keep in order to bring Mashiach and to bring redemption. And then we have the level of Chanukah. Madrigat Chanukah is revealing Hashem inside the details. The level after this, after recognizing that Hashem does everything and elevating to a point where Hashem does everything. After that, then we have the light of Chanukah, the candle of Chanukah. The light of Chanukah is to take the truth that Shabbat revealed and to bring it down. To see how that is the true case down here below as well. Also down here within the creations that appear as if they're separate. The idea of the candle of Shabbat and the candle of Chanukah, they are equal ideas. They both reveal the light of Hashem. They both come to teach us the light of Chanukah and the light of Shabbat, that besides Hashem there's nothing in the world. On Shabbat it's a revelation in general, with a great light, that all of the details of this world are nullified within that light, and they don't all have any importance, they don't have any weight to themselves. And the power of Chanukah is revealing godly light within the fine details of the creation, within the creation. Not to nullify the creations in front of Hashem, rather to understand that every small thing that's happening to me, it's enclosed in all these different types of garments and cover-ups, what are called nature. All of them are revelations of Hashem Yitbarach Himself. Then we get to the second level, the level of Shabbat, the second level of Shabbat. to include all of the ideas, all of the details as one. After we've revealed that Hashem rules the world up above, and we have the light of Chanukah, where we reveal that Hashem is here down in the creations, then we get to a higher level, which is the aspect of Shabbat Shniya, the second Shabbat. This is the light of Shabbat that we light after we light the Chanukiah, after we light the candles of Chanukah. This is above the candle of Chanukah. After we illuminated the fine details of our life, and we revealed how Hashem is hidden within everything, then again we go into the general principle, the all-encompassing idea, that the whole entire revelation, the whole entire creation, the whole entire reality is all the light of the infinite, and there's nothing besides Hashem, and we nullify again the finer details, but now from a much higher place. The rule is that the general idea is that before the finer details, right? Before the details, it's important, but it's not completion. It's not a whole idea. Because you're not really purifying and elevating the finer details. The finer separate details. When you just have Shabbat, we don't look at Hashem and try to put Hashem into the finer details of our week. What we try to do is nullify our whole entire week and elevate it to a point where everything is nullified in front of the light of Hashem. But the light of Shabbat that comes after we've nullified and we revealed Hashem in all of the finer details, which is by way of the candle of Chanukah. Then when we light Shabbat candles, after we light Chanukah candles, and we elevate all of the lower details that have already been revealed that Hashem is ruling them as well, up to a place where now they're nullified in front of Hashem. This is not by way of nullification, that they don't have any importance. It takes all of the finer details that are included in this revelation down here below, in this world down here, and takes all of the finer details. Let's say right now, you take the hardships in your life, the successes in your life, and you find Hashem in there, and you know that Hashem is behind them. Now when you light Shabbat candles, you're not nullifying everything you did. You're not nullifying everything that was in this world. You're taking everything and how Hashem was revealed in them, and now you're elevating them up into this light. Dainu, meaning, what is this? If we could just summarize this idea really quick and go away with the idea of what is Shabbat Chanukah. What are we trying to do with these lights? If we look at things that are in creation, that we see in this world with our own eyes, and we see them as separate entities from Hashem, then when on Shabbat comes and Hashem is revealed, then all of the things of this world that we see as separate, they all of a sudden become nullified. Because for sure there is no importance and there is no weight to anything small in front of the greatness of the Creator. The light of Chanukah teaches us to look at every detail in life as another portion of the revelation of Hashem's light in the world. And every single thing that happens that wasn't according to our will, to drill into our heart that only Hashem is doing it, and to see the light of Hashem that's inside every finer detail that we're going through in life. And then after we have this teaching, השם יתברך, אם אינם מתבטלים, כיוון שהם עצמם, כל אחד מהם צועק ואומר גילוי אלוקות, אז עכשיו כולם יחד נעשה צעקה אחת גדולה וכוללת, אין עוד מלבדו. Now, when I've revealed that Hashem is in every finer detail of my life by way of the Chanukah candles, and before that I had a stage that I nullified everything in front of Hashem, so now when I come to light the Shabbat candles, after I've lit my Chanukiah on Shabbat, what am I doing? I'm taking a whole bunch of finer details that I've already revealed Hashem being hidden inside each and one of them, and now I elevate them up. Am I nullifying them? Am I saying they have no importance? No. I'm taking them and I'm including them in their source, and right now all of those finer details that I revealed Hashem there, they all come together, unified, with the light of Hashem to scream out a big scream, En od milvado, there's nothing but Hashem. Then after I've rectified the Shekhinah, after I've rectified the revelation of Hashem here in the lower world, meaning revealing Hashem in the lower details and the fine details of my whole entire life, this is the light of Chanukah. Then I elevate all of this up above, which is Ner Shabbat, which is the candle of Shabbat. ומדרגת נר שבת זו, and the level of this candle of Shabbat, היא שלא רק לראות אלוקות בתוך הנפרדים, not only to see God within the details, the separate details of this world of multiplicity, אבל עדיין יש מציאות של הנפרדים. There's still this reality of separate beings. שכל אחד לעצמו רואים בתוכו אלוקות, that everything that I see with my eyes that is separate and multiplied in this world, I see inside of them godliness. We nullify all of the finer details and we're left with just the light that's inside, which is one unified light in the whole entire creation. And the honor of Hashem is revealed without any cover-ups. The light of Shabbat Chanukah is above all of the rest of Chanukah. Because you have a completion of the unification, which is the aspect of the general principle, the general rule, the all-inclusive light, after these finer details, which is perfection. Just to summarize it in our words. On a regular Shabbat, when we light the Shabbat candles, what are we doing? We're taking this whole entire world and we're nullifying it and we're revealing how everything is Hashem. On Chanukah, what are we doing when we light the Chanukah candles? We're revealing how Hashem is in all of the finer details here in this world. In this world. Now, what happens when we have Shabbat and Chanukah together? First things first, we elevate everything of this world. And then we look deeper into the finer details of this world and we reveal how Hashem is there. And then we take all those finer details that we revealed Hashem's presence in that place, and we elevate them up until be included into the light of Hashem. Not from a place of nullifying their importance, but from a place that they all have the light of Hashem inside each fine detail of life, my hardships and my successes. I take all of that, I elevate it to be included inside the light of Hashem, and there's one big scream of all of that light together that says, En od milvado, there's nothing but Hashem in the world. Be'ezrat Hashem, Shabbat, Chanukah Sameach, may we all be zoche to merit, to see Hashem in every fine detail in life, and all of our successes and all of our downfalls, and to elevate our whole entire reality with all of our finer details into be included in the light of Hashem, and to be able to scream that there's nothing in the world besides Hashem. Shabbat Shalom.